Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the road to WrestleMania, and we have just finished our last pit stop. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Brian H. Waters' Thoughts, brought to you by the Wrestling Wrealm, the show of Superior Wrestling Intellect. I am Brian H. Waters. You can find me simply at Brian H. Waters. Also visit my website, brianhwaters.com. You can follow us on Twitter at Wrestling Wrealm, YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, you name it, we're there. But let's get into this. WWE Fastlane, we saw a brand new Universal Champion. Goldberg defeats Kevin Owens in a matter of seconds. But you know what? I told you this was going to happen. I said it. I said, Goldberg, Kevin Owens, don't expect it to last that long. Let's go back to Monday's episode. Here we go. I don't see it, folks. I do not see Kevin Owens leaving Fastlane with the WWE Universal title. I think it's going to be quick. He betrayed his best friend, Chris Jericho. I would not be surprised if Jericho comes out there and interferes. Nonetheless, I'm looking for a squash match. I can't see this match going longer than 10 minutes. It's Goldberg. When has he ever had a long match? It was right there. I said it, ladies and gentlemen. I did not expect this to last that long. Chris Jericho, check. Spear, check. Jackhammer, check. It was over. Now, what happens? We have Goldberg. We have Brock Lesnar. We have a WWE Universal Championship match at WrestleMania. More than likely, this will be the main event. It was the first match announced. You got Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, the rematch from WrestleMania 20, the rematch from Survivor Series, the rematch of the showdown at the Royal Rumble. Goldberg is 3-0 so far. There's no way I can see Brock Lesnar losing to Goldberg again. Brock Lesnar is going to dig deep. He's going to come hard, and he's going to eliminate Goldberg, and he might destroy him. This might be Goldberg's final match. I'm saying it right here on the Wrestling Wrealm. You don't believe me? You don't like what I just said? Tweet me at Brian H. Waters. Let's discuss this over the internet. But why be mad? We kind of figured this was going to happen. This does not hurt Kevin Owens in any way, shape, or form. He's had a great run as Universal Champion. We saw the mic skills pick up once Jericho was gone. He said Jericho, he had to get rid of him. He had to do away with him. And Jericho obviously didn't like that. Jericho got tired of being attacked at the house shows. He did the Festival of Friendship. And quite frankly, no, he just didn't like it. Kevin Owens didn't like it, and that's why he took his anger out on him. So that's more than likely we'll see that at WrestleMania. I mean, if you've been watching wrestling as long as I have, you know that's a WrestleMania match, more than likely for the United States Championship. But let's move on. Let's go right into the women's matches. You know, it's Women's History Month, so WWE gave us not one, two women's matches again. And you know what? I am loving the women's revolution. It's a revolution in wrestling that started years ago, and I'm glad WWE is finally caught on. You know, showcasing the actual wrestling, the stories that these women have. But you know, we're going to start with the first one, and that's Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. In that match, it looked like Nia Jax was going to come away with the victory. I mean, she just played with Sasha, tossed her around, and then one thing Sasha did was key was the attempt at submissions. That was something that Bayley did to Nia Jax in NXT. And it was the attempt at submissions. You know, you can't beat her down, so you try to take her breath away. Then, I mean, Nia Jax found a way to get out, but what a pinfall, and what a way for Sasha to pin her. And it looked like, I mean, she shocked everybody, including herself, when she escaped with the 1-2-3. But Sasha, that would not be it for her on this night. But let's move on to the WWE Raw's Women's Championship, where we saw Bayley defend her Women's Championship against the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Now, if you've been watching, you know that Charlotte entered tonight 15-0 in championship matches on pay-per-view. You knew that when the pay-per-views happen, she steps up and she is not to be denied. You also know that her daddy is a 16-time champion, and if Charlotte won, she will be a 16-0. So that number 16 resonates quite well with this woman. And after all, Sweet 16 when you talk about the ladies, but this was not the case. The two, they had a good match, but people were saying Bayley didn't win clean, and this is why. When it looked like Sasha, when it looked like Bayley was going to lose, here comes Sasha Banks, and she's just coming out there just to make sure things stay fair. And all of a sudden, her and Charlotte get into it, and I'm saying, okay, where's the disqualification? But no, Charlotte never got hit by Sasha. She moved Sasha out of the way, and she kept her away. Bayley would hit a Bayley to belly on the outside, but is she really going to retain the title by count out? No, she's a fighting champion. They get back in the ring. All of a sudden, it's a small package, but Charlotte's got the tights. Sasha alerts the referee. As Sasha alerts the referee, Bayley gets up. Boom! Bayley to belly. 1, 2, 3. Shocks the world. Retaining her women's championship. And she said her dream is to go into WrestleMania as women's champion. And guess what? It looks as if she's going to do that. But we know, people say they play hot potato with the title. And people know what could possibly happen going in between these weeks leading up. But what a match. I enjoyed the women's action tonight. The best friends, they came together. She had her back, but Stephanie McMahon was not there. So you have to wonder what's going to happen on Raw when Stephanie lets her know, hey, you wasn't supposed to be at ringside, Because even Bayley challenged Charlotte to leave Dana Brooke in the back. And when Charlotte came out there, she told Dana, hey, get out. Get off my stage. Nonetheless, Bayley's still champion. Move on to another championship match, and that's the WWE Tag Team Championship, where we saw Anderson and Gallows retain their titles against Enzo and Cass. I have to say this. The momentum is falling quickly away from Enzo and Cass. This is what I see. I see Cass improving. I see Cass developing the mean streak. And I see Enzo kind of staying right along the coast. He's like, my name is Enzo Amore, and I'm a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. It's getting old. And I know I said that wrong. So what? It's getting old. So tonight we saw a controversial finish where Enzo Amore's foot was on the ropes as Anderson went to pin him, but Gallows, this is the tag team specialist that they are. Anderson quickly moved his foot off the rope. Nonetheless, it was on there. The ref didn't see it. That's going to have to be addressed, because if your foot touches that rope, the count is supposed to stop. It didn't. So I'm looking forward to see what happens, but these guys are going to have to get some sort of new momentum if they want to be in a championship match at WrestleMania 33 in Orlando, ladies and gentlemen. But real quick before we let go, let's look at some other matches that happened on the card. We saw Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn. The destroyer that he is, Samoa Joe just went out there and destroyed Sami Zayn and proved that he is making his mark in the WWE. And you know what? I would not be surprised if he cashes in and becomes the WWE champion. And when I mean cash in, he's a Triple H guy. So Triple H is going to owe him a favor soon. After all, he did take out Seth Rollins. But we also saw gentleman Jack Gallagher come up just short against Neville in the Cruiserweight Championship match, and this was one of the best Cruiserweight matches I've seen in a long time. I'm just not invested in this division. I used to be back at WCW, but then again I was 12, so it's a totally different division. But nonetheless, Neville with the win. There was other couple filler matches. There you had Rusev and you had Jinder Mahal. Both of them said they wanted singles matches. Rusev falls to the Big Show. Mahal falls to Cesaro. Not really worth talking about, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm gonna wrap up here. And thank you for your time. Thank you for taking the time out to listen. Like I said, let's talk wrestling. Follow me at Brian H. Waters. Follow us at Wrestling Wrealm. Me, my brother, my co-host, the one and only, the real Dwayne Allen. You can follow him at Dwayne Allen 24. The road to WrestleMania is continuing. I'm going to be bringing you updates. I might just want to talk wrestling. I might hop on here and say, you know what? Did y'all see this? Or what do you think about this? I might even relive some moments leading up to that. After all, it's my show and do what I want. And like I said, subscribe to us on iTunes. Make sure you search us, The Wrestling Wrealm, and you'll see us right there. Subscribe. Make sure you give me a 5-star rating so you help us climb the charts in iTunes. Make sure you drop a comment and follow us on Twitter. You drop a comment, I'll give you a shout out. I promise. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you like our Facebook fan page. Join the Facebook group. So much great wrestling conversation going in. Like I said, this is the show of Superior Wrestling Intellect. So until next time, I'm Brian H. Waters. So long, everybody.